Assalamu alaikum, Samita Kashif, live on video broadcast. Now, at present, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Science tell me that, we're expecting Laylatul Qadr in 2019. And, so, 2019, Laylatul Qadr, inshallah, because if you look at the last two world wars, one ended in 1918, and that contains two 19s, and the other ended in 1945, and that contains two 19, 19 and 19, 1 and 9 plus 4 and 5 equal 19. So that's another way of making it 19. So 19, 1945 becomes 19, and 1918 becomes 19 too, and 1918 and 19 as well. So that points to 2019, where 19 appears in the century after, a century where 19 was the first half of the century numbers. So we're expecting a major event in 2019, inshallah. I think, and preparing for that really. But it's been known for a long time, and so. Satanic rebellion says, do or die. If you do your own shit, if you do your own thing and deal with your own shit, you have to fight Gora. White supremacy, play do or die. While submission Sion says, you have nothing to fear nor will you grieve if you submit to Allah and seek refuge in Allah from Satan the rejected. So it's either force of corruption or will of innocence. And by denouncing the devil, you become a strict monotheist, and you use your own brain, your own eyesight, and your own hearing, and you become appreciative. And it's all for one for all, where you're not trying to multitask or trying to do different things at one go or do complex mathematics. You submit to Allah and worship Allah instead of inspiring humans to the all-seeing eye. And either you're a fake winner in the all-seeing eye, claiming heaven is on earth, and think that there's no point in trying to live a devout life, because the answer lies is to know the result, and then know the result is the all-seeing eye, and therefore you don't have to live a life of piety and righteousness in their eyes. Whereas we know, it's not just as simple as that. To use the all-seeing eye, you have to commit blasphemy, a pagan blasphemy that Allah has begotten a son, and you have to commit idolatry for jinns to deal with your shit and for niggas to deal with your shit. And idolatry is unforgivable. That's another problem with the church. On one side, the church tells us, it is to know the result, and to know the result is the all-seeing eye. So we're already in heaven, and we're all in heaven, and we know what it's like to be in heaven. And if we know what it's like to be in heaven, why can't we be in heaven? Things like that. And on the other side, it's the evil side of the church, which it makes you blaspheme that Allah has begotten a son, and heaven is on earth, and God is dead, and all these ideas. And it's an evil church, because what they do is they own your heart. to Trojans and spiders on Mars. First thing they do is make you die a mini death and turn you into a vampire. Then they try to conquer your eyes with do or dies, or God becomes pig, and that's where Sauron's eye is. So that you have a chance of paradise. So all the steps of the church, in the underworld are all evil, and only in the real world do they pretend that they're actually decent when they're not. It's only when you fall into the dark side that you realise that the church is evil and disbelievers and blasphemous. But you don't realise that until you fall into the dark side. When you're in the light side, and when you fall into the dark side, who falls into the dark side? Babies fall into the dark side because they're easy prey for pagans, time travelling, searching for humans to enslave. And they don't know what's going on. They don't know the difference. They don't know anything. They can't even speak. They can't even do anything. And they're just weaning. They feeding them blood or milk, and next thing they know, they put on pumps and feeding them blood and things like that. Slated up and put into an underworld of prisons and dirty food and sickening food and all these ideas and all these evil things that go on in a baby's life, and makes them into enemies. It makes them into enemies, wicked devil enemies, or moral corruption. That's what Goragrig does, because he's dead and he's an evil tyrant of pagan witchcraft which risen him from the torment of hell while he was dead. That's the reality of Christianity and church. It's evil, blasphemous, and while the light side says, meditate on Allah day and night, enter the kingdom of Allah by worshipping Allah alone. Allah is genderless. Allah is a manifestation. God is incarnate. Allah is a manifestation. God is a pagan term, which means God becomes pagan. That's what Sauron's eye is. It means that God has begotten a son and things like that, which is a blasphemy. While Allah is manifestation. Allah is a manifestation station house where you direct your prayer towards, and Makkah, which means station, in the centre of the earth. And you don't turn from the west or east, so you turn to the centre of the earth at different times of the day, at specific times, and you recite chosen words like dialing of a code, dialing of a number, and you reach Allah by dialing the right number. And when you dial the right number, then Allah supports you and Allah guides you. And when you read the Quran, you reach enlightenment and you see support from Allah, Lord of the heavens and the earth. Church is Satanic rebellion. Islam is submission Sion. Submission Sion. Either you feed on blood of humans, or either you do your own thing. Either you do your digestion and you give back to Allah, and you make charitable donations, and you do charitable work, and you reverence Allah with all your heart, mind and soul. You love Allah with all your mind, body and soul and heart, and you live a natural life. I have nothing to fear nor will you grieve. Church, Satanic rebellion play do or die. Islam of submission Zion say you have nothing to fear nor will you grieve. So I'll leave it there, inshallah.